All right, y'all, we just got off work. We were in the office today. We just stopped at home and we changed. We ate some food and we're about to hit the gym. But damn, I'm looking kind of full in this little tank top here. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I haven't even worked out today and I feel pretty full. The diet is going well. The tracking macros is going well. And we're already down about not 2 pounds, maybe about 1.5 pounds since we started the cut earlier this week, and it's just Thursday. I think we were a little bit full and bloated, coming back from Vegas when we weighed in at about 167. This morning we were about 165 and a half, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling strong still. These workouts have been kicking my ass, but yesterday I just did a little bit of abs and I shot around and played some hoops. Hey, don't get it twisted. I'm not just a lifter, although it barely looks like it sometimes. I used to play sports like football, basketball, and baseball. I played sports for, 10 plus years before I even ever started lifting weights. So that's at the core at the end of the day, like what I like to do is play sports. I think that's obviously a little bit harder to do now that we don't have organized T-ball and Pop Warner and basketball and things of that nature. But hey, one of these days I'm gonna bring the camera out and I'll show y'all that UncleKevDawg, despite his old man knees, can still ball out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I used to play point guard and shooting guard back in the day. Baseball, I pretty much played everything, but by the time I was varsity, I was mainly pitcher and third and second. And then football, mainly receiver and strong safety when I played on varsity. But that was a long time ago. And, now things are different, it's hard to try to fit the time in to get off work and to meal prep and to count macros and to do your job and take care of your dog. For those who have kids, for those who have a family, it's even more difficult. I can't even imagine what that would be like, right? Maybe you have to wake up at 4:30 in the morning. Maybe you have a home gym with just some dumbbells or a barbell laying around and you're throwing that weight around in the morning like an ape before you have to do, wake up the kids and make their lunches and all that type of stuff. But I say all that to say, like, I don't feel like myself when I don't work out. If it's 3 or 4 days and I'm not lifting anymore, I just feel like a different person. I don't feel like KevDawg anymore. I feel like this shell of a human being. And so I'm super passionate about this stuff, and I'm hoping that if you're watching this video, like you can express and feel that same passion. If you're one of those people who you really have to force yourself to go to the gym, I'm promising you, like, if you put in the work, if you start seeing some results, like, you're gonna get addicted. You're gonna stay with it. I've seen a lot of people over the years who, it was a struggle for them, but once they got a hang of it, once they started to see some results, it became clockwork for them. And that was me too. Like, I remember specifically, it was the end of my junior year of football, and our varsity head coach came up to me and he kind of called me out in front of the team. He's like, "Kev, bro, like, why don't you lift? Why don't you work out? You'd be a lot better." And he named a few other people too. So he didn't specifically single me out, but I was one of the people he singled out. And that really kicked my ass. I really had to think about, okay, if I'm as good as I am now at football and these other sports, how good would I have been if I started earlier, right? And now it's the same thing with this YouTube stuff, right? Like, obviously, I'm not a professional influencer. I'm not a professional fitness guru. I'm natural. I've been natural my whole life. The only thing I take is creatine, and we just started hopping on that again. I hardly even take protein powder, but, I kind of been reflecting on the last couple of weeks since I started filming myself on that random Thursday night. If you guys saw that video, and it's been a fun journey so far. We're just getting started. I'm really excited to see where things go. But at the end of the day, like, all we have is this moment. All we have is today. I'm trying to be present and just focus on how can I be a better person? How can I serve others? How can I be helpful to others? How can I be, a brother and a son and friend to the people around me? And really just try to encourage positivity. You know what I mean? So those are some things that have been top of mind for me. But anyways, let's go to this workout and then I'll check in with y'all after. All right, peace. All right, y'all know what it is. It is freaking back day, pole day, gorilla ape pole day, pirate day, whatever you want to call it. And we're kicking it off with some hex bar deadlifts, which I always thought was more of like a leg exercise, but I guess we're pulling with a higher grip. So it's a little bit more of like a deadlift position than a squat. I guess we'll see how sore my back is. Usually when I do deadlifts, and I haven't done deadlifts in a long time, I'm just absolutely wrecked the next day. And we're going light, so we're just going for like 12 sets a pop here. This was set number 1, and we got 12, pretty easy. And then we moved on to cable rows with a, moderately close grip. I always like this grip. I don't know what it's called, but for me, it's a little bit better than the super narrow one. And the super wide one just feels a little off to me. So this is my favorite grip. I don't know how many pounds we got here, but definitely pretty moderate weight. I think I got maybe about 12 on this first set. And then we dropped it down for the next 3 sets to a little bit lighter of a weight. And then we moved on to some classic lat pull downs. I usually do pull-ups. I'm a big pull-ups guy. You've seen the prison workout video where I got the vest, but obviously the pull-up, sometimes you don't feel it in your back as much. So I guess my coach wants me to do lat pull downs, or at least that's what the program dictates. And you guys can see the back working, We're looking pretty good. We're not even that lean yet, but I think once we get lean, you'll definitely be able to see all those striations coming through in the back. And look at the shoulders. The shoulders look good too. Again, we're not even hitting side delts in this program. I don't know what's up with that. We're going to have to ask the coach. And now we're moving on to single grip lat pull downs. I never do these. I think the last time I did these was maybe in like college. I guess I used to do them with like both arms at the same time. But in my opinion, I don't know. Maybe I could just do regular pull-ups, and then I could do, close grip pull-ups. I don't know what the exact difference is. I feel like the pull-up is just better in general than a lat pull down, but hey, what do I know? This is why I hired a coach. This is why I'm not shredded. This is why I'm not as big as I want to be. This is why I haven't tracked the macros. Maybe I just don't know what the heck I'm doing, and so maybe I'm just going to get better results working with this coach. I guess y'all will find out. We will find out together. But we did freaking 5 sets of this exercise, which was a lot. I was looking at my program thinking it was 3 sets, and then I did 4, and I was like, I'm done. And then it was like, nah, bro, you got to do 1 more. You got to do 5. But, look at that stretch. The stretch and the contraction is definitely no joke. So, hey, if it gets results, then that's what we're about. And then we moved on to biceps, and we did these hammer rope curls, which I never do either. All these workouts, I just feel like I never do. So it'll take an adjustment for me to get used to it, used to the weight, understand what type of rep schemes, what type of weight I'm going to be using for the different sets that I'm trying to execute. But I think this was a little bit sloppy of a form. Maybe I'm going heavy because it's my first set, and then I definitely know I dropped the weight after this. And then we moved on to barbell bicep curls. And I have been lagging on the biceps. My biceps is probably my weakest body part, so maybe the barbell curls will help. I usually do preacher curls and spider curls, but I got the 50 pounds. I think this is the first or second set. I think I got about 11 or 12, so I don't know, moderately lightweight. And that was pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this workout. Let me know what you think, and I will see y'all at home. All right, peace out, y'all. See if I get one more. Oh, yeah, I got it. No, that was a little baby one. There you go. All right, y'all. We are back home. We had dinner. Kodak's asleep and snoring on the couch. He's been at daycare for the days that I go into the office. Shout out Pappy's Pet Lodge in the Colony in Texas. They always give me some nice discounts, and they always take care of my boy. He's always incredibly tired whenever he comes back. He just passes out, and then he wakes up, is constipated, takes a walk, and then he goes back the next day. It is what it is. It's a little routine over here. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, how do you guys handle when you're like at the end of the day and you just have like a bunch of fats or like a bunch of carbs? I mean, I guess you could just like eat random stuff like I did. I mean, I just took a shot of olive oil to get like 15 grams of fats so that my last meal, my snack before bedtime, isn't like 10 grams of protein and 40 grams of fat. Excuse me. But I don't know, the macro thing, it's easier than I thought it would be, but I'm definitely still getting the hang of it. I think next week I'll be able to experiment a little bit more. This week I've just been eating a lot of rice and ground beef and yogurt and eggs, just classic kind of bodybuilding stuff, really lean proteins for the most part, and not a lot of carbs, for me. I guess I was on a really high carb diet. I wasn't tracking anything before this past Monday, but I mean, I was eating like a bagel and a banana for breakfast, and then I was eating like a sweet potato and then a PB&J and then a bunch of Cocoa Puffs after I worked out, and then some more rice. And so maybe I was just getting fat. Maybe I was just eating a bunch of carbs. Maybe that's what you got to do. You just got to limit the carbs. I'm starting to feel a little bit leaner. Like I noticed myself getting hungry throughout the day. So maybe it's working. I don't know. I guess we'll find out in a few weeks if I'm, at the same weight or if I've dropped a few pounds, and, the scale don't lie. So, like I mentioned earlier, I was about 65 and a half pounds this morning. I don't really know what the goal is, if I'm trying to lose like a pound a week, a half pound a week, somewhere in between that. I'm not fat, like I'm about 5'8" and a half, 165, and I got a decent amount of muscle on me, so from a body percentage standpoint, I don't know, I'm probably in the like 16 to 18% range, which is like pretty decent. I think a lot of that is blown out of proportion these days when people are talking about, yeah, I'm like 4%, and it's like, no, you're not, bro, you're probably like 10%. So maybe I'm 20% then. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But anyways, thanks for watching this video, and I will catch up with y'all later. Peace.